This is my helmet. This is the camera up here, which is a Firefly Q6. Now, I've modified it. Originally what I was going to do is actually have a microphone coming out of this hole, but that was a bit of a mess, so I took it off, and inside on the main board you'll see the microphone, and you have to take it off, and then these wires here are the microphone wires, and the microphone is there. So what I've done is routed the wires around here, and they come out up here, and they go to here, and they're on a connector so I could take the camera off if I need to. But unfortunately this bloody thing stopped working, or it randomly shuts down, and I don't know why. When I'm back at home I've left it running for 3 hours and it doesn't shut down, but when I'm out on the road it bloody well does, which is typical. So, oh, it's held on with Velcro as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retire it when I can undo the bloody connector. So what I'm left with is a piece of Velcro, and that is a single cell. Is it a single cell? Yeah, that's a single cell lithium polymer battery, which obviously powers that, and it runs perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this off. There you go. So that's the battery. Now I've decided I'm going to be using a Runcam Split because, number one, the quality is fantastic, and number two, I can put the camera there, and then I can hide the electronics somewhere around here, and the battery I can keep possibly somewhere around it, I don't know yet. So I don't need this bit because this is already wired up, the microphone's already in. So I need that, and I need that. Now, I've got a Runcam Split. There it is. There's the microphone. I hope you can see it, or the lack of it. What I've done is, where the hell was it? So, the microphone itself actually sits there. If you're going to do this mod, bear in mind that it's a one-off thing. You can't go back. There's no way you can actually solder the bloody microphone back on. What I did was, I got my soldering iron on the top, flooded it with solder, and keeping the heat on, keep the heat on, and then just try and pry it up with a, or just keep moving it with a knife or something until it actually pops off. Now obviously, because the connectors, which you can't, oh there they are, the connectors are on the underside of that, and the centre pin, which I've ripped off, so this microphone can't be used anymore, but I don't need it anyway. So what we've got here is the ground, which is the outside, and the centre pin, which is that tiny little thing there in the middle. That's the positive. So out of my helmet, which I haven't got the bloody out of my helmet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire that one to positive and that one to negative, and then I'm going to fit this somewhere in the helmet. I don't know yet. Possibly there, possibly something like that, and then the camera itself, which way is up? That way. So the camera can sit there totally invisible. I'll have to colour it black. There's no way anyone's going to know from the side. No one will know that you're actually filming anything, so it's brilliant. Got my mountings here, although I'll use that one, it's better. Is it? Dunno. I'll use that one. So I'm going to screw that onto there and have the camera on there like that. Don't know where to put it. I need to put it so as I can keep the USB and everything else accessible. and I've also got to keep room for the battery, although I need I need a different battery on it, because this is only a single cell and this is 5 volt minimum, so I don't know. Hopefully you can see what I've done. I'm going to put some epoxy on the positive and negative, just to hold it in place, because I really don't want that ripping off. And the same with the microphone, if you can see it. Where's my knife? I can't see it myself, hang on. Put my other glasses on. So as you can see, the positive which goes to the negative, positive goes to the negative, yeah, whatever. So the positive goes to the centre pin and the negative goes to the outer ring, and then that goes to that, which plugs into the helmet, and then the camera, blah blah blah. So I think I might be using these Turnigy Bolt 500 milliamp batteries. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to try it because I know it comes on, and I've plugged the microphone in and it does actually record, so I know it's working. And the sound quality is bloody good. Now the microphones, I was going to show you one, but I actually bought loads of them and I've used them all on various bits and pieces. I'll put the link in the description. What you do is you take the microphone and you cut all the heat shrink off it. There's a regulator inside, you cut that off and you leave just the tiny piece on the end. What I'll do, hang on. So the microphone, the helmet's here. If I can pull this out, this piece here is just a sock. So you can see the microphone, it's just a small condenser microphone. That's all I have, that's all you need. And it works absolutely perfect. I put that sock around it just to stop the wind noise. Yeah, and it does work fantastically. So, link in the description to the microphones. Yeah, and that's about it. So I'm going to try it and see what it sounds like and see what it looks like, because the global wide dynamic range of these things is fantastic and the quality is absolutely flawless. That's all done, fitted, screw holes in the top, and there you go. I'm not happy with this. I think I may put a switch somewhere, a concealed switch, just so as I can hardwire everything and keep it nice and tidy. It's set so as it records as soon as I plug it in. I've left the Wi-Fi module in there in case, which I can just take that out, it's not a problem. There's the balance lead for the battery. That's actually two 500 milliamp what are they now, Turnigy Bolt batteries in parallel, so it's working perfectly.
I've noticed when I'm out on a leisure ride and I'm not on a mission to actually get home, I can talk a hell of a lot better and I can make a hell of a lot more sense in what I say. But with things like today, I find it so hard to talk and ride and concentrate on the road ahead, not just what I'm going to hit but what I could hit. So this throttle now is so much more responsive, so much more. Before, when I pinned the throttle, it used to take about 3 or 4 seconds to actually kick in full power, just basically to stop the front end from lifting. But now the front end, if I open the throttle now, the front end will come straight up, and I'm doing 45